This is the video game review for Regency Solitaire. This is PC Steam. This game is a golf-like solitaire game. Golf-like meaning you can go up or down, and we'll show you that in a little bit. Meaning, like if you start at if you have the 8, you can go up to the 7 or the 9. It takes place on this beautiful piece of property here. You have some deer chilling. You have a beautiful mansion that you live in, and this is Bella, and she's trying to find a date for the ball. Maybe it's this guy. You'll have to play and find out. Let's go ahead. Yeah, you can start a game at any point, which is really nice. I do like about this game is if you start a hand, you can leave like to go do something else, and then come back to the computer and pick up exactly where you were, which is a nice nice addition to any game, especially a solitaire game that can get pretty in depth. You go to Bella's home. There's a bunch of different things you can do in this. These are the different stages. These pearls and this pearl necklace. Each one is a different stage that has 16. I think there's 20. Yeah, 20 stages, and you can play on normal difficulty or hard difficulty. I've only played a little bit on hard. What it does is it adds more cards to the hand and a little more like trickery to the game. But let's just stay here, and then we can get in depth. You go Bella's home. What you do is you play the game and you find gold. And as you find gold, you need to spend that on stuff. So, Bella, I bought her a beautiful dress, this beautiful spread of food over here, this creepy dude in the corner, this harp player who doesn't really play, she just sits there looking begrudgingly, some pictures. And this is one other thing I haven't purchased yet because I find it pretty silly, but what it does is 50% chance of removing a bow at the start of the hand. So a bow is like an extra trick to this game. If you ever played Fairway Solitaire or Solitaire Blast, you'll know what I'm talking about. There's different things that can happen in the game itself. So let's go ahead and play a hand. You can actually see what I'm speaking of. So there is a story to this game, and this is Bella, and this is her papa. You can read the story and learn about the characters and actually what's going on, or you can do what I mainly do and hit this button up top to skip the story. So as I said, this is a golf-like solitaire game, meaning you can go up or down. So this ace means I can go to the 2 or I can go to the king. So it makes it more fun than a regular solitaire game. Like if you're used to that Microsoft Solitaire, I enjoy it more because it creates more combos, and it's a little more just fun because you can go through so many cards at once. Like I can go to this king, queen, and I can come back to the king, ace, 2, 3, back down to the 2. You know, like I have 8 cards I was able to do there, and kind of cleared the board a little bit. It's fun. You know, it keeps more action as opposed to just going one way and having, you know, the basic solitaire. I'd really like the golf-like solitaire. So 6, I can go up to 7, 8, go back down, 7, 6. Now there's these cards in the hand over here on this fan that you have to purchase. It's like a little upgrade you can get, and hold your wild cards. And this is a 10 wild card, so if I play this 10, it acts as a 10, so I can do the jack, 10, jack, I can go to a queen or 10. I'm going to go to a 10 because I know that the 8 is under there. So just to find another card. There's another option to undo. I find it's pretty cheating, but it is there in case you're just not paying attention so well. What you can do is undo. So yeah. You'll see, I'm going to skip this card and you'll see what will happen. It shakes. Every card that you could have played shakes. So it's telling you, hey, you missed this. So not only do you get to then go back in time, but it'll also tell you, hey, you really should have done something else. It's kind of cheating because I already know what's under this 10, so I'll just come over here to see what's under this 10. I don't like it, but it's there. If you don't have to use it, if you want to use it, use it. Why not? It's there in the game, but you don't have to if you find that it's kind of cheap. I should have used that because now the 8's there. So I could undo that and do that if I wanted to. And there's also other power-ups that you have to purchase, and they do upgrade as you play as well by getting gold, which we'll see in a second. So this first one here is it burns 3 random cards. It starts with 2, and then you upgrade it to 3. What it'll do is it just removes 3 cards from the board. This next one shuffles all of the cards on the board and in your hand and redistributes them accordingly. So if there's only 8 cards on the playboard, only 8 cards will appear there and the rest will appear here, and they're all random, so you don't have to worry about, you know, it's very good because it'll mix things up and you won't have to worry about, you know, it kind of helps you get those combos because later on in the game you're going to have a combo where it's going to tell you to get, you know, get a 28 combo, which I find is insane, very difficult to get just by playing the game itself without using wild cards or any of these abilities. It is somewhat difficult. And at the end of every hand, you can see you're graded. So I have 3 stars, and that's the perfect score because I have no cards left on the board. And during that hand, I was able to get 80 gold. I had a good multiplier. This is my bonus just for how many cards were left on the board. And then your hand thing. Now, each chapter or round has goals that you have to complete as well. In this one, you just have to find this trunk, which is not difficult at all. But you'll see in just a second. My major gripe is setting this as a desktop wallpaper. Why? This is Windows 8, Windows 10. This is not Windows 98, Windows 95. Like, I don't know who would want to set this as their wallpaper on their desktop. But I guess if you want to, sure. I mean, you know what? I would love to have that option in BioShock or any of these newer games. You know, hey, what? Boom, make this my wallpaper. I guess you can take a screenshot and set it yourself, but having a button there right away would be really nice. Yeah. So this is the trunk that they're asking you to find. This is just a picture. This is your only objective in this round since it's the first hand. Now, I don't know if you can see it, but there's something hidden back here. Now, obviously, we know it's back there. You can see it. But how do you get it? Well, you have to clear it out. So you have to play cards that are on top of that in order to clear it. And that's the only way you're going to be able to complete this hand. So if I were to clear out all these cards on the right and all these cards on the left, and these were the last 2 cards here, I would still get maybe 1 or 2 stars for the board. However, I would fail because I did not reveal this. And as such, if I revealed this and had some cards left on the board, it would not be a big deal. I would still be able to complete it because the objective has been completed of finding it. So yeah, there are objectives to complete in the game, and it's not very difficult, but it is there for you to do. And it's nice because it does create some kind of tension, a little bit of animosity between you and kind of that board of, you know, these stupid cards, and they're all random too. Like, so if you were to quit this hand and come back, you'll appear right here in this hand, but you'll have to replay this hand. Like, you're not going to come back right here. You'll come back at this round, 2 of 2, but not with the 4 and the 4-3 on the board. It'll be back to a random set. So you won't be able to, you know, oh, I know what's going to be there. No, it's going to be completely random, totally new hand. And I have not played the same hand twice. And I have been playing for about 5 hours, just over 5 hours. So I have an idea of what to expect in the game. And I keep playing, like, I keep going back to normal and hard to just kind of see what the both aspects of it are, just to get a good, decent review on it. I guess I should have beat the game, but I've been getting a little bored of it. It is a really fun game, don't get me wrong, but I got a little bored of it. I've been playing too many other games and just kind of didn't want to put more work into it, I guess. So when you complete a hand, this is it. They talk and have some nice times. Okay, so here you can see there's more hands. Let's go ahead and check out a deeper hand. More story, obviously. This is Henry. We've learned who Henry is. Little spoilers there. The game is a lot of fun. I do not have any other solitaire games to compare it to, besides Fairway Solitaire, Solitaire Blast. That's on the Android operating system. But I do know that it is fun. Like I said, I don't have anything to compare it to. I wish I did, but I'm glad I don't. I don't want to play, when I come home and play computer games and video games, I don't want to play a solitaire game all the time. I do enjoy it. It is a lot of fun, but I don't want to sit here for hours and hours at night playing this. This is a fantastic game if you have 15 minutes, 20 minutes to play just a few hands if you're waiting for dinner, or you're waiting for the water to boil, or you're waiting for your friend to come pick you up. It's a fun game for just a few minutes. You can even put 5 minutes into this game, because you can complete 1 or 2 hands, and the game will save what hands you've completed, and you can come back and finish it and wrap it up later. That's kind of what I've been doing with this game. Is I have 15 minutes in between. I'm waiting for a friend to get back so we can play some Heroes of the Storm or something else. And I'll start this game up, load it up, get a couple hands in, come back to it another time. So it's a fun game for that reason. It does have that replayability so that you can come back and try to maybe get a better score. I'm not going to do that. I've been kind of just playing more hands, trying to get a more feel of the game. It does have it's really strong. It's a really strong solitaire game. I feel that with 20 stages, and the stages they feel different every hand because they're always different. You're not going to see the same cards on the board. However, you still will see the same layout. So if you were to replay this, the cards will be in the same layout, but they're going to be different. You're not going to always have a 4 as the last card or start with a 10. Solid game, if you are into solitaire games, I would definitely recommend this for anyone who does play solitaire, but do remember it is a golf-like solitaire, so you're going to be able to go up and down. So if you are the traditionalist, this is going to be different for you. And you can see here on the board, this is locked. I cannot get under that unless I play suited cards, or not suited cards, but like king, queen, ace, or not even ace, just jack, queen, king. So once I play a royal card, that's what they say they are, you unlock that. Now this king here unlocks a key, which then lets me open this, so then I have access to that. So it's not just going to be, again, not like your regular solitaire where you have access to every card. It is somewhat of a video game that you have to unlock those cards. More cards are under there. You're not sure maybe which ones are under there, but you have to unlock them somehow. So it becomes fun. It becomes more of a strategy of, well, do I take this 6 I definitely know I can get, or do I try to unlock what's under this 8 over here to see what's under there so I can get a better combo, or so that I can keep moving. So it does play somewhat different every hand, and you have to be aware of that. I would recommend this, again, for anyone who plays solitaire. Pretty solid game. Anyway, Regency Solitaire, and this is on PC Steam as I'm playing it right now.